I did, didn't I, Flora? Well, She saw me find it. Tell him, Flora. I didn't see anything. Whose side are you on, anyway? I'm on both sides. You're both my brothers. I took you to the circus. Yeah, but I gave you my pet frog. Stop it. Ouch.
Flora, are you all right?
Mom and Alexandra are arguing, and they want me to choose sides.
Why, that's not fair. Pom?
Exactly what I said when you and Zephyr did the same thing to me.
What?
Remember Celeste versus Zephyr?
Oh, yes.
Did you know that your dear, sweet mother ended up in a court of law because of an argument much like this?
Mom and Jay?
Babar, that was a long time ago.
I remember that day well.
Babar?
I was driving through the streets of Celesteville with our dear friend, Madame.
How are you doing? Hi.
Hello, good day.
Good to see you. Nice day, isn't it? Babar, look out! Goodness, that was close. I'll say, there really should be someone at this corner to help children cross the street. You're right, Madame. I'll appoint a crossing guard the minute I get back to the palace. Before we have a real accident. Hi! Hi, Celeste! Hi! Hi, Zephyr! Hi, Samantha! Hi! My goodness, are you all right? I'm fine. But look at my bicycle, it's ruined.
So is my race car. I sure hope you can afford to fix it, Celeste.
You want me to pay you?
A check will be fine.
Forget it! You're the one who's going to pay me. Now hold on, you two.
Pay you for what?
For my bike. This accident was all your fault.
My fault? My fault?
See? He admitted it.
I did not. You're the one who crashed into me.
Hold it. Did not.
Did too.
Did not, did not, did not.
Did too, did too, did too.
Hold it!
You don't have to yell.
Babar, you're a witness. You saw Zephyr hit me. I didn't see a thing.
Shouldn't two friends be able to work this out peacefully?
Until Celeste pays for my racer, she's no friend of mine.
Until Zephyr pays for my bike, he's no friend of mine.
Fine.
Fine.
Oh, my. They're both in quite a huff.
For now, but they're friends. They'll work it out. Right now, I've got to find a crossing guard before there are any more accidents. Cornelius, I don't need a new suit. I need a crossing guard.
Positioning a playground crossing guard is at the very top of our to-do list.
Unfortunately, all the subjects of Celesteville are currently occupied.
Then we have to find someone who can do two jobs.
An excellent suggestion, sire. Anyone in particular?
How about one of the royal phone operators?
All busy, sire.
Official ditch diggers?
They're up to their ears, Babar.
Royal paper folders?
Hard-pressed.
Then how about the royal tailor?
I'm afraid not. As well as this suit, the royal tailor has to finish the new uniforms for the entire elephant army.
By tomorrow, no less.
Well, I guess it's up to me. Meet the new crossing guard.
My tusks, no, Babar. You're much too busy.
A diverse daily duty schedule such as yours simply would not permit it.
Then what do you suggest I do?
Play tennis.
What? I thought I was too busy.
One is never too busy for exercise, sire.
Yes, Babar. It's almost time for your daily match with young Master Arthur.
Oh, right.
We suggest you let us
Pompadour and I...
deal with the crossing guard issue.
Really? You'll find someone to do it? Today?
Oh, it might mean reshuffling the royal duty roster.
But you have our word on it, sire.
You asked Celeste and Zafira to play with us, but they're still mad at each other. I know, but I thought maybe this would be a way for them to bury the hatchet. Hi, Babar. Arthur. Hi, Celeste. I'm glad you made it. Me too. I need something to take my mind off that darn Zafir. Good thing these aren't hatchets. So, who is our fourth player?
Here's Zafir. Celeste?
Uh-oh. What is he doing here? Now, don't start. I thought two forgiving friends could settle their differences on the tennis court. I don't know, Babar. Why don't you serve first, Zafir? This might work, Babar. I know. They'll be hitting it off in no time. Aha! I got it!
It's a wonder you can even see it.
Yeah! Well, Zafir, at least I don't need glasses.
You could have fooled me the way you tried.
At least I know how to drive. Time out! Are you all right, Babar?
Are you hurt?
Of course I am. It hurts me to see you two so mad at each other. Yeah, you tell him, Babar. Why can't you just shake hands and apologize? Okay, Babar. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I'm ready to apologize. But Celeste has to first.
No way! I'll apologize when you pay for my bike.
Your bike? What about my racer?
Hold it! Zafir, why can't you just apologize to Celeste so we can settle this?
I just knew you'd take Celeste's side in this.
No, I'm not on her side. Babar! That's not what I meant. Now look what you've done. You've come between Babar and me.
So sue me.
Good idea. I'll see you in court.
Great. A suit suits me just fine.
Fine.
Babar, we have splendid news.
Well, at least something went right today. Is it about the crossing guard?
Yes, we found the perfect candidate.
Right. Who is it?
It was a masterstroke of pure genius on our parts.
I'm sure it was. Who is it?
Someone who has lots of free time on his hands.
Who is it?
Well, we had to do some shuffling. First, we had the Celesteville fire chief fill in for the royal chef,
So that the royal chef could fill in for the royal dietitian,
who in turn assumed the duties of the royal handyman.
thus freeing up the handyman to take over for the royal gardener.
So the gardener is going to fill in as our crossing guard?
Well, Babar,
Here's where it gets tricky.
Pompadour, just tell me. Who is our new crossing guard?
The royal judge.
The royal judge? But who's going to fill in for him?
You.
according to Celesteville bylaw number 242, if the royal judge is unable to preside over the royal court,
It falls into the king's court to hold court in his own courtly way.
Oh, no! Can't you give everyone their old jobs back?
I'm afraid not, Babar. Why, this is a wonderful opportunity, you know.
Yes, we've heard that there's a monumental court case brewing.
I know. Celeste versus Zafir.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Babar is ready to begin.
This court is now in session. Will the counsel for the plaintiffs please address the bench? Pompadour?
Yes, Your Majesty. I mean, Your Honor. I am here representing my greatly misunderstood client, Zephyr.
You're representing Zephyr?
Yes, Your Honor. Due to reshuffling procedures, I shall stand in for Royal Counsel. And after hearing the tragic account of what happened to my client, I felt it was my duty to do everything in my power to see that justice is done and that Miss Celeste should pay proper restitution.
I object! I object!
Cornelius?
Justice shall be done, only when your client makes restitution to my client.
On what grounds? Your client caused the accident.
She did nothing of the kind.
Did too.
Did not.
Did too.
Order in the court! Now, Cornelius, I suppose your client is Celeste.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then where is she?
Miss Celeste is on her way, Your Honor. You please forgive the delay, but I'm afraid she doesn't quite get around as well as she used to before the accident. Ah, here she is now.
Thank you, Cornelius.
I object, Your Honor, of all the extravagant, unbelievable displays.
Order! 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 Bring in your client, Pompadour.
This way, Zephyr. He's on his way, sire, but I'm afraid poor old Zephyr is not quite as spry as he used to be.
I object, Babar.
Overruled. Just call your first witness, Cornelius.
I call for Miss Celeste to take the stand. Now, Miss Celeste, in your own words, will you please describe the events that have left you in this sorry state?
Well, it was a beautiful day, and I decided to go for a ride on my bicycle near the playground. I was riding very slowly and carefully, a conscientious practice of mine, constantly on the lookout for other traffic. Then, all of a sudden, Zephyr appeared out of nowhere. I tried to get out of his way, but it was too late. And that's how I wound up like this.
There, my dear. It's all over now.
Pompadour, do you wish to question the witness?
Yes. I'd like to ask if all the members of her family are as imaginative as she.
Come see, come saw. Arthur! Order in the court!
Now, Zephyr, tell us all about the tragic events that led up to your unfortunate accident.
Well, it was a beautiful day, and I decided to go for a ride. I was driving very slowly and carefully, like I always do. And I was constantly on the lookout for other traffic. All of a sudden, Celeste burst out of nowhere.
Coming through!
She wasn't even looking where she was going. I tried to get out of the way, but it was too late. And what makes it worse is that it looked like she did it on purpose. Oops. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Order! Order! Cornelius, Pompadour, will you and your clients please approach the bench? You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. I'll give you one last chance to settle this dispute like friends, or I'm going to declare a verdict and pronounce sentence.
I want to see this through to the end.
So do I. Okay. Celeste, after hearing both testimonies, you leave me no choice but to find you guilty. I hereby sentence you to 10 years in the dungeon.
10 years?
I object. The sentence is much too harsh. Besides, we don't even have a dungeon.
I'm the judge here, and the judge has judged.
Babar, I mean, Your Honor, I have something to say.
What is it?
Well, I might have slightly twisted the facts a little.
Dear.
Now that I think about it, it wasn't all Celeste's fault.
Aha! Then you've perjured yourself.
Huh?
Exaggerated, fabricated, fibbed.
Well, maybe just a tad.
Celeste, you're free to go. However, I now find Zephyr guilty of perjury. I hereby sentence you to 10 years of hard labor in the palace boiler room. 10 years?
I must object. My client can't possibly serve it.
Why not?
Because Zephyr is supposed to fill in for the royal cobbler, who's taken over for the official olive stuffer, who in turn...
Your Honor, Babar. It's not all Zephyr's fault. I had a lot more to do with the accident than I let on. Aha! So you're both at fault.
Yes,
We are. Then you leave me no choice. I find you both friends. But, just so you don't forget, I hereby sentence you both to... They're all yours.
Oh no, I believe it's your turn.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I took the last group across?
I'm sorry, but you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Well, Babar, I see you found your crossing guards, and they seem to be getting along fine, thanks to a certain judge.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Did well. It's a start anyway. Gee, Mother, you and Uncle Zephyr were acting just as bad as Palm and Alexander.
Well, yes, we were. But I think your father helped us to learn something. And do you know what that could be?
Yeah. If Palm and I can settle this between us. Do you have any change, Mom?
Yes. Why?
For our financial transaction.
Okay. Here you are.
Well, as judge of this family, I find your settlement to be fair and square.
Case dismissed.